Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
Okay, I know you're eager to get out there, but I'm going to need you to be patient for a few minutes. We're just trying to zero in on an oil leak.
Qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Bottas, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what... Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. We should talk about Alfa Romeo. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Kimi Raikkonen and Vettel, Albon, Hülkenberg, De Vries and Roman Grosjean, Sainz, Perez, Robert Kubica and Stroll, Norris, Kvyat, Pierre Gasly and Daniel Ricciardo. Russell and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too... The rest of the grid is... Nice work, that brings you up the place. Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. Gap to teammate behind is 2.8 seconds. Gap to car in front is 4.2 seconds. Virtual safety car, reduce speed immediately and keep a positive. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Go now. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. work. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Complete. Go now. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Nice move. Good job. Bottas ahead, they're on fresh mediums. battery charge is high. Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace. Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go. Well done. We're really happy with the podium here.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a... We all underestimated you, didn't we? Great. Well, that's everything.
Result today. Finishes like that will look good on your contract reviews. On to the next one. Looks like one of your rivals is also going to an upcoming historical event. If you choose to take him on, it might help get your name out there a bit.